Today on the Taste of Lizzy Tea Show, we are going to be making fork tender ribs. We're going to start them in the oven, finish them on the grill, use a simple 3-ingredient barbecue sauce for the best ribs ever.
You're going to need a 9x13 pan, and you're going to take aluminum foil to wrap the ribs in the pan.
So for the ribs we're making today, we are using back ribs. They are smaller, about 3-pound size rack of ribs. And the first thing you need to do to make sure that your ribs are tender is cut off a membrane that runs on the underside of the ribs. How I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna take a little knife, and on the smaller end of the ribs, this can be a little difficult, but you're just gonna slice the edge, and then you're gonna take a paper towel and pull what you've loosened, and just like that, the membrane comes off. In order to help the ribs to cook quickly, we're going to cut the rack of ribs in 3 sections. Then we're gonna put the ribs right into the pan that you have prepared with the foil, and then it's time to make the sauce.
We are going to be making a simple 3-ingredient marinade for these ribs. We're going to start out with a cup of chili sauce, and then I'm going to put in 1/4 of a cup of molasses, and then 1/4 of a cup of apple cider vinegar. We're going to stir this up really fast, and this is a super simple sauce that you can just make really fast. And then we are going to pour half of this marinade on top of our ribs.
We'll save the other half for basting while we grill,
yes.
right? So then we have our marinade on the ribs. We're gonna fold the foil over the ribs. This is gonna keep all of the juices in the ribs while the ribs bake. And the key to baking ribs in the oven is to bake them low and slow. So you're gonna set the oven to 300 degrees and bake these for about 3 hours. So you may be wondering what the difference is between back ribs and traditional spare ribs. So we have 2 sets of ribs here. This is back ribs, sometimes called baby back ribs. The bones are a little bit more curved than traditional spare ribs. Back ribs are a leaner cut of meat, but they are very tender.
And these are spare ribs. The bones on these are different, they're flatter, which makes it easier for grilling. And spare ribs are a fattier meat, but they are also more flavorful.
Baby back ribs are smaller and will feed about 2 people.
But spare ribs are obviously bigger and will feed 3 to 4 people usually.
So the ribs have roasted in the oven for 3 hours. You'll take them out of the oven, you'll unwrap them, and you'll see all of that juiciness.
You're gonna brush the ribs with the rest of the marinade before you do your final grilling. And then you are going to take your ribs and put them meat side down on your grill.
You'll just sear the ribs on the grill for about 3 to 4 minutes per side. They're already completely baked in the oven. They are done. So the only reason why you're putting them on the grill is to get those nice seared grill marks and a little extra flavor on the ribs.
So now you're gonna take your marinade and put 1 more coat on. I absolutely love barbecue sauce, and you can put on as much marinade as you want on these ribs.
And that's it. 3 hours is all you need to get the best fork tender, juicy ribs.
Hey guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and come back for more videos.